Presented by weshfinancial.com. This is Wealth Built to Last. Hi everyone, Marlon Wesh here with Wesh Financial, and welcome to another episode of our Wealth Built to Last show, where we share the time-honored principles of growing, preserving, and transferring personal wealth. So Wesh Financial is a private wealth firm that creates and implements wealth building plans for first-generation professionals and entrepreneurs. You can learn more about us at www.weshfinancial.com. And now, on to the show. So the title of today's episode is How to Overcome First-Generation Wealth Building Overwhelm. How to overcome first-generation wealth building overwhelm. If you are a first-generation professional, entrepreneur, or first anything, you know the meaning of performance overwhelm. It is probably the most common theme that I see in all my conversations with fellow first-gen, high-achieving professionals. They're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed by what they see as the fragility of their improved socioeconomic status. You know, for the first time in their life, they're earning the most money that they've ever made, and they feel this pressure that they're in a unique position to do something even bigger with their lives, but they're scared and they feel stuck. Unfortunately, so many first-gen achievers are secretly terrified that they just got lucky and that everything that they've worked so hard for will simply disappear if they take their feet off the gas. They feel completely ill-equipped to put in the equally amount of necessary time, focus, effort that they're putting in their careers. They feel ill-equipped to put that same energy into their financial well-being. And their fear, they're not wrong, but they're not right either. We talk about this all the time. We do have the limited resources of time and money. And so it's on us to figure out how we're going to leverage those resources to simply take our money today, right? The money that and the money resource that we have today and turn it into more money for tomorrow. But it's the strategy that's really the trip up for most fellow first-gen professionals. Often find themselves falling for the promises of wealth building shortcuts by gurus and online course creators that promise you that if you start these 5 hustles all at one time, you'll rake in X amount of money every month in passive income. And oh, by the way, don't forget to invite your friends and family to join the scheme. It will move you higher up on the chain. The other thing is they'll fall for the faulty thinking that they can start saving and investing in themselves when they have more money to do so, which honestly only costs them more money and puts more time in between them and their dreams. And so they're just left with this disjointed strategy, incohesive strategy from the gurus, and they're nowhere closer to their objective. They just are stuck. And that really sucks because, frankly, all of the high achievers that I know personally, professionally, we're incredibly hard workers, right? And when we're given a blueprint for success, we fight tooth and nail, we get the job done. That was one of the things that I loved about being a Marine, that there was a blueprint for success. I used to always say anytime I needed more money, I would just get myself promoted. And, I'm simplifying it, but what I'm saying is that there was a set of principles, a set of criteria that I knew if I shot so well on the rifle range, if I ran so fast, if I did X amount of pull-ups and X amount of crunches and so on, in a certain amount of time, and I did X amount of courses in a certain time frame, that it would give me a certain amount of points. That if I hit all those requirements, and the promotion score would come out the next quarter that says who's going to get promoted. If they have this line score, I'd get promoted. It was simple as that. It wasn't easy, but the blueprint was laid out. And that's one thing that I loved about the military. So I get it. If you're worried, because, you may be really good at making money. That's, we're good at finding that money, right? But you may be worried you just don't know how to keep it, grow it, preserve it. Or maybe you just can't enjoy the life that you've built for yourself because you're anxious that you'll lose it if you relax. Or if you're stressed out about being the first something in your family and you know that you just can't afford to get it wrong with managing your finances, I'm here to tell you that none of those are your real problems. They're just the symptoms of your problem. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm going to tell you, because I'm going to tell you what your real problem is and then how you can fix your first generation wealth building overwhelm. Your real problem is in one word: uncertainty. It's uncertainty. I want you to think for a moment about why you're as successful as you are today. Think about it. Why are you so successful as you are today? From wherever you came from, where you are today, how did you make that journey? Why did it work? If you're, for example, a first generation college student, you knew that the end result of going to school was that after satisfactorily completing all of the required coursework, all the required internship, the internship requirements, that you would receive a diploma, a BS, a BA, an MS, MBA, LMNOP. You get something at the end, right? And you knew that you needed approximately 120 credits, 60 credits, whatever, to achieve it. And you knew that if you took approximately 4 to 5 classes every semester for 4 years, you would make it. As hard as it was, as sleepless the nights you spent, as hard as it was to work maybe full time while going to school full time as well, you had certainty because you knew what your desired end result was, and you had all the necessary steps mapped out for you to achieve it. It wasn't easy, but you had a blueprint. You had certainty. But when it comes to your finances, you don't have certainty because you're not clear on what your desired outcome is. The solution is really quite simple. You need to develop, are you listening? You need to develop a goals-based, outcome-driven financial plan. And you need a mentor to help you implement it. That's it. That's it. You've got to get clear on what you want from life. If you say, oh, I never, want to be worried about not having enough money, get specific about that. What are the things you need for you to feel secure? Is it being a homeowner? Is it being able to take 2 vacations every year? Is it having a retirement income of $100,000 per year when you're no longer working? Whatever it is, name it. Describe it. Figure out how much it will cost to fund those objectives. Let me be clear. Just saying, I want more money, that ain't a goal. That's not a goal. You've got to get clear on what it is you want. Making statements like, I want to be comfortable, or I don't want to have to worry about money anymore. It's like Sandra Bullock naming the kids she was taking care of in that movie Bird Box. What did she call them? Boy and girl. It's as specific as that. You need to be specific about your goals. Put a dollar amount on your goals and give your goals a due date, and then identify any gaps that are preventing you from achieving those goals, and then go ahead and eliminate them like you're so good doing. But that's where a professional mentor like myself is unquestionably valuable. It honestly can be extremely difficult to flush out all the financial blind spots that you may have. You may have certain financial goals, certain lifestyle goals that you have, but you may not be equipped to really understand what's keeping you from there. You may go about achieving them in inefficient ways. It can be very difficult to flesh out those blind spots. You can't know what you don't know. So partnering with a trusted advisor like myself will make all the difference between costly and timely trial and error on your part and a clear-cut pathway to financial certainty. And that's the answer to the question. How do you overcome that wealth building overwhelm? You need to get certain. How do you get certain? By developing a goals-based plan that's outcome-driven, and you have a mentor to help you implement it. It's very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. So if our talk today, resonates with you and you feel that you need more certainty with your finances, you know that you would benefit from an all-inclusive, goals-based, outcome-driven plan with, specific action steps mapped out for you, I want you to reach out to me at myfamilymoneyplan.com/talk so we can start you on your way to achieving and maintaining financial certainty and overcoming first-generation financial overwhelm once and for all. It's myfamilymoneyplan.com/talk. It's a 45-minute free call where we dig deep into what's working with your strategy, what's not working, and we outline a way for you to bridge that gap. So if that's what you want, go ahead and reach out to me. Pick whatever date and time works for you that's available in the schedule, and we'll have that talk. So that's it for our show today. As always, I'm Marlon Wesh with Wesh Financial. And until next time, keep living the life that you want to live and live it on your own terms. Bye for now. If you're enjoying our show, follow Wesh Financial on our social channels, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, our breakthrough sessions are completely free, so schedule yours today at myfamilymoneyplan.com/talk.